I'm Mélanie Matranga, and I'm presenting a film, an installation in Furiosa, Monaco. And the film is about people who are trying to communicate with their body and with words, but it doesn't really work. So it's about this kind of what we are looking for in life through others, but with our own perception.
Donc il y a plusieurs... il n'y a pas c'est pas forcément une mise en place cinématographique, mais il y a toujours plusieurs étapes comme ça d'écriture. La particularité aussi de cette approche en fait, qui est liée au fait qu'elle soit une artiste plasticienne, c'est que finalement le film a continué à s'écrire aussi au fur et à mesure du tournage et imprégné aussi de ce décor domestique qu'elle connaît très bien, de cet appartement dans lequel elle a déjà tourné et qui force aussi à des interactions. Dans le précédent film, c'était une rumeur autour d'un acte de voyeurisme avec un voisin qui avait une relation amoureuse et érotique et sexuelle. Et les personnages racontent cette histoire d'avoir été témoins de ça, et ensuite le film se déploie à travers ce stimulus qui est le langage et l'histoire racontée.
Parabolic mics and instruments for acoustic recordings and mixing. She's creating some kind of animal radio, so to speak. No, but actually they're being used today by scientists who go down very deep to do the recordings. It's about getting into communication with submarine species. So it's a commentary on our relationship to Earth and to other species and how we must change that relationship. And the artist figure is not so much an author here in this video, but a sensitive position. Someone who goes out and puts the hydrophones in the water to listen to the animals. And so I invented a figure who is a marine biologist. And I looked for a long time to find the right person to do this performance. And I found it in the person of Sofia Janok, who is a Sami, indigenous of northern Scandinavia, and who was happy to do this. She's a performance artist in the sense of a composer, a musician, and a singer.
Et on a voulu faire un hommage ici avec des pièces historiques, et un peu retracer son œuvre. La dernière grosse expo qu'il y avait eu, c'était au MacBal en 2011. Et voilà, et donc ici on a invité, alors suite au Covid et compagnie, toute la programmation a changé, on a profité de ça pour faire une exposition ici avec des gens qui lui étaient chers ou qu'il connaissait bien. Jing Yao, qui est là en train de continuer depuis hier à installer son propos, on va dire, vous pouvez la questionner après. Elle avait fait une exposition ici, c'était en...
Et je me souviens que Monsieur D, tu l'as dit, a représenté la Belgique à la Biennale de Venise. Et j'étais avec lui lorsque une personne de l'autorité belge l'a appelé pour lui dire « Monsieur Duykers, nous serions honorés que vous représentiez le pays ». Alors, bien sûr, avec son éloquence habituelle et sa grande politesse, il a remercié cette dame au téléphone, etc. Il a raccroché, et là, un enfant. Youpi! Et il a pris la chaise sur laquelle il était assise, et il l'a lancée sur la porte du bureau dans lequel il se trouvait.
Good evening, my name is Payam from Slavs and Tatars. The exhibition Région d'être is a play on the word raison d'être, the reason of being, which is a regional one for us between the former Berlin Wall and the Great Wall of China. and our work looks at this region for the complexities of language, identity, faith systems, through different sculptures, installations, audio pieces, editions, and sound pieces. I'll speak about we're interested in language because especially alphabets and how alphabets accompany empires. So for example, the Latin alphabet and how it accompanied Christianity and secularism, how the Arabic alphabet accompanied Islam, and the Cyrillic alphabet accompanied Orthodox faith. So alphabets are not innocent, despite what we think. They are basically instruments of power. This is our first monographic solo exhibition in France. And for us, it's really important to show here in the sense that France also has a tradition of very literary text-based tradition. And also, of course, given its colonial past, even if it's not the region about which we speak. We were invited by Eric Mangion, the curator of the Villa Ensemble, and this exhibition is part of the parallel program of Manifesta this year.
So my name is Jean-Baptiste Delorme and I'm the curator of an exhibition at the Musée Picasso of Valoris, an exhibition of Mounira El Sol with a Lebanese artist living between Beirut and the countryside in the Netherlands. So we invited Mounira in this very specific context of the Picasso Museum of Valoris, which is a chapel, a very old one, in which we invite artists to react to the very impressive monumental artwork that Picasso did, called War and Peace. And so all the artists that we invite are quite connected to the involvement, and the involvement of Mounira is about the Middle East, and especially what is happening there for around 10 years. So Mounira is collecting a lot of narratives, of like micro histories of people struggling at the current moment, and she creates all those artworks, sometimes very small, some much bigger, but which are all connected to that notion of yes, very small things that can tell a lot more. And in the context of that exhibition, it's really about the involvement of women in the Lebanese revolution.